Hello, Mrs. Whittier. Sorry it's taken a while to get back with you to do this actual video post, but obviously it's been very crazy and hectic over here. I'm sure it's busy for you guys over there. So whenever you get a chance to take a look at this and to kind of maybe do a few sentences, or I mean maybe a few paragraphs, as a result of this blog post, feel free to do that. I'm going to send a couple of notes over too. Basically, the gist of this post is about family and talking about family and kind of that being the theme for some of the ministry starting off in these first couple of weeks. So the first thing that we've been up to, the first week we did 3 school assemblies. This week we're going to do our 4th school assembly on Friday, and in those first 3 school assemblies we impacted over 1,000 students, and we really just encourage students in the message, kind of adding dance and playing games with the kids, but also doing some multimedia and speaking to them about thinking big, and that young people can think big and can radically change the world. And we kind of went through some examples of different leaders and what they went through. But anyways, so the theme is family. So one of the unique things we did was in the 3rd school assembly, we took a smaller group of at-risk students that were going to either fail or were more likely to fail at school in middle school, and then we took a group of high achievers, and these were less than 50. And basically the stipulation is we didn't have any parents in the room, or our teachers weren't supposed to be in the room, so that we could talk to the students and they could feel open to talk with us. And we asked the question, what are some obligations that you're going through right now? And what are some obstacles that you're going through right now in your life? And it was really just bizarre. Because I know that this stuff is real. I know that this is actually happening. But hearing these students speak about their parents getting divorced and how that affected them when they were young, and how they felt, some of them felt like it was their fault, or hearing students talk about, just different things of hurt and pain, whether it's rape or sexual abuse, or just anything, And in the at-risk students, we really noticed that those students had a lot more parents or family members that were in jail, and that wrecks. That really wrecks and has a huge effect on kids. And so the at-risk students had a lot more members in jail. The students that were high achievers had less members in jail, but still had really a lot of the pain and hurt. So both groups were really hurting, and it all came down to the family. Another thing notice with even the high achievers, they really had a lot of pain that they weren't able to get out, because it just wasn't, their outlets weren't there to get that pain out. So they really were blessed to be able to speak to us. So there really was hardly any dry eyes at the end of those first 2 sessions, because those students really poured out their entire lives to us. And one of the teachers also was just very impacted as a result of us being there. So we talked about family. I'm going to switch to some of my notes. Stevie, one of the girls, later what we did last week, what we did for the 2nd week was we did a retreat for students at the Rock Academy. The school has the church has a school called the Rock Academy, and we spoke with those students, and Stevie talked, another 12 student talked about this idea of lighting each other's candle, and to be able to continue to encourage each other. So one day she was walking through, basically she was walking through a cave, and you just walked a few feet and it was just in complete pitch darkness. And so they had their little candles, and as soon as one of them had their candle go out, others would light that one up. And it's the exact same concept with us as believers, that we have to be able to continue to encourage each other. And that's what we were doing in the schools. And so a verse you looked at was Ecclesiastes 4:10. It says, "If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up." And that's really just so powerful, that we can truly encourage each other, we can truly inspire each other, and how much of an impact that really makes. A lot of these kids don't have that positive influence in their life, so when they were able to hear it, it really was able to speak and encourage them dramatically. And a lot of them, several students came to us and asked us, "Are you guys Christians?" And a few of them actually went to the church youth group. And so there are ministry opportunities that are happening that are really incredible. And as we continue to progress, we're also going to be doing rallies to talk to students at night about Christ. So that's going to be super awesome. Okay. Another note, and then I'll be done, is a guy named Andy was adopted. He's in a 12 crew, and he just talked about having adoption through Christ, and how God really does become our Father, and He becomes everything that we need. And he says, and it says in Ephesians 1:5, He predestined us to be adopted as His sons and daughters through Jesus Christ, in accordance with His pleasure and will. And it's being predestined. I mean, God strategically had us, in His mind. He predestined us to be His sons and His daughters. And so it's just really neat to see how God really can ratify and bless the situation, because He's adopted us already within His family. So all we're doing in 12 is pretty simple. We're encouraging students, we're being a voice, and we're inviting students to be able to come into to God's kingdom. So that's a little bit about what we've kind of been doing, and a little bit of the heart of the ministry. It's kind of all packaged up right there. So if you have any additional questions as far as what other components you think would be good, or other questions I should ask, than what I've already given, just let me know, and I'll be happy to get that to you. Alrighty, thank you. God bless. Much love. Bye bye.